It's a wonderful morning. Yes, sir. WEILI has won against Joanna, and it was glorious. How you doing? Thank you for joining me once again. This is Black Shy Guy. Before we continue, make sure after this video you hit the like button. Also hit the notification button to get notified for any upcoming new videos, and I'll appreciate it if you do subscribe. It's a beautiful day today. Yes, WEILI has won the match against Joanna, and it was glorious. And listen, I was surprised. I was so surprised, and a lot of you have told me. Because I did say WEILI was gonna win, but I thought it was gonna be a harder match. But WEILI has gotten so damn good. I mean, even her grabbles that frustrated Joanna and overpowered Joanna. And despite Joanna being out of the octagon for that many years, we all knew it was gonna pay a big negative on her performance. A big negative. Joanna was surprised. She even said it. She said she was surprised at WEILI's strength and grapple. That she just was totally surprised on how good WEILI got. And everybody knew that. Everybody knew that WEILI was going to be way better than before. Not only because Joanna, number one, was out of the octagon for about 2 years, but that the fact that WEILI continued in the octagon, she was basically in her prime. WEILI is in her prime right now and just getting better. And she proved it yesterday. She was just ultimate in that match against Joanna. And not gonna lie, in that first round when she got tagged by that straight right by Joanna, she felt it. We all knew she felt it. Everybody was surprised when she fell, when Joanna leg kicked her, but Joanna just got her good. She tripped her and WEILI fell. It wasn't no like she was knocked out or some crap like that. No, it was none of that. But WEILI was just 100% on her game last night. It was just ultimate. And there was a couple of people that were absolutely right. I'm going to pay them their roses, because when Joanna said she was going to stick and move against WEILI, basically pick her apart, and she did say she was going to drop WEILI. I don't know why she said that. It just was going to cause a big problem. Why would you even say you're going to drop WEILI? But whatever the case may be, it is what it is. You're confident in yourself, by all means. But the thing is, when WEILI started to frustrate Joanna, when WEILI tagged Joanna with that hit, when tagged Joanna with that straight jab, I think Joanna was like, holy shit, welcome back to the octagon. Because when she got hit with that, Joanna completely threw out the fight plan and started going right back to what cost her the match the first time. She tried to go toe-to-toe with WEILI, which is not what you're supposed to do. She's not supposed to try to go toe-to-toe with WEILI. She's too much of a beast. She's too strong. And she's just too strong over Joanna in many ways. Grapple, power and hits, because you felt it. You felt every time WEILI connected with Joanna, you felt the power. And I even started worrying for Joanna. There was some points in the match that I started worrying about her. Like, I was like, "Ooh, Joanna, chill, like, back up." It was crazy. The match was short and sweet. What I love about this match also, WEILI got out of there with no type of injury, no significant injuries to her face. So basically, she can even fight in 2 months if she wants, because she basically did not suffer any type of injuries. But that knockout that surprised Joanna, Joanna just went straight down to the mat, flopped down to the mat, was not moving. WEILI did not even have to follow up. She did not have to follow up. It was easily decisive after that hit. WEILI was like, you're knocked out, I'm done. I mean, the referee did not even have to pull WEILI off. It was so decisive. And the fact that Joanna got up and she still had to recover even after during the Octagon interview where she unfortunately announced a retirement. And I told you guys, I said if Joanna loses this match, there's a high possibility of retirement. And that's what happened. That's what happened because Joanna did not want to find herself in a position losing both times to the top two contenders in that strawweight division. It's a hard and difficult road to climb out of, and Joanna just called it after that. You lose 2 fights to Rose, you lose 2 fights to WEILI, and decisively. Well, one of the match against WEILI was not decisive, was very close. Joanna put up a really good battle, and Joanna did put up a good battle despite the fact that she was out of the Octagon for 2 years in this match. But WEILI was just too much. WEILI too much in her prime. WEILI too active in the Octagon, while Joanna stayed out of the Octagon for 2 years. And I even said, Joanna should stay simple on her return. Fight the number 9 contender. And I understand that you said a fight is a fight, but no, in reality and thinking logically, a fight is not always just a fight when you're going straight for the top 2 contenders in the division. Let's be logical here. Fighting the number 9 compared to fighting the number 1 or 2 or 3, it's totally in a different realm. Totally in a different realm. It's 2 different complete fights. And we all know that's true. To think that it's not and to believe what Joanna said about saying, oh, well, it is, a fight is a fight for me. You know what I mean? No. Opponent at that level, fighting the number 1 or 2, it's like you're going to freaking war. You're going to war against the number 9, but let's just say it's not a battlefield compared to fighting the number 1 or 2 contender in that division. It's not. Going against Rose or WEILI or Carla, the top 3, you're not. And being out of the Octagon for 2 years and coming back to that full type of tension, that high pressure crowd, that high intensity, that those moments that can make you basically throw your fight plan out the window because something significantly happened in the Octagon, whether you got hit with a straight cross or you got thrown down on the ground or whatever the case may be. A lot of things can happen emotionally in that Octagon, and you've been missing for 2 years. That's a big game changer going against number 1 and 2 in that condition. And I think that costed Joanna. I really think that costed Joanna. And I think she was too hasty announcing her retirement. That really broke my heart to hear her that she retired. It really broke my heart because I even told you guys, go look at my past videos. I said Joanna most likely will retire if she loses this match. And unfortunately, my interpretation was correct. I mean, I was right. Joanna has officially announced her retirement, and I don't know if it came from an emotional state or it just came out of pure frustration or whatever the case may be. She announced her retirement, and we're losing one of the legends. We're losing one of the ones who started it all in that strawweight division, despite other people. You know what I mean? I got a lot of things to say about the bullet last night. That's gonna be another video because Valentina really upset me last night. The way she acted during the post-fight interview was so arrogant, and I was highly disappointed in her. Disappointed in her. Not giving Santos her roses after that fight was utterly distasteful and unprofessional of Valentina. Unprofessional. How dare you don't give someone their roses and try to blame it on weight? And try to blame it on all of a sudden you were actually injured before this fight. All of a sudden, because a lot of people are saying that Santos won that fight. But let's not even go there. You know what? Let us go there. We are done with the WEILI, Joanna. Thank God for WEILI. She's gonna fight Carla. A promise is a promise, Dana. A promise is a promise. You can't go back on it now just because WEILI won. A promise is a promise. WEILI needs that title shot now against Carla. And the fact that Joanna said that WEILI will knock out Carla in the second round, because Joanna said WEILI is too much. WEILI's too much, and she's going to be too much for Carla. And I guarantee that WEILI will knock out Carla in the second round. And that may be possible because Joanna against Carla was kind of decisive. Joanna kind of not completely dominated Carla, but picked up the fight in the third round against her and kind of dominated. And I think it's going to be the same with WEILI. I think WEILI can dominate Carla because she has the strength. And Carla has the ultimate grapple, but WEILI got so much good with her grapples. And you guys seen it during that match. She's just so good. And remember, to do it against Joanna, who's so good at her feet, who's so good at landing on her feet after you try to throw her to the mat, it was so utterly perfected. And WEILI has just gotten so much better. But congrats to WEILI. WEILI against Carla. Dana White don't back down. But let's go back to Valentina. I'm going to do a quick 3 minutes. This is actually a bonus. Please hit the like button after this video if you enjoyed this video. Also subscribe. Please. Also subscribe. Listen. This like button is very important. Okay? Very important. Hit it. Okay? I really appreciate it. I see a lot of people watching the videos, but they don't hit the like button. I would really appreciate if you guys really do that. But let's go back to Valentina and her ignorance in that post-fight interview. When they asked her, a lot of people believe Santos won that fight. And she kept throwing over and over the little jabs and saying that she basically utterly glorifying herself. Like she can't possibly have lost that match because the way she overcame, and that's what champions do, etc. We know champions overcome. Valentina, we know that. But the fact that you were really tested in this fight is what people are talking about. And the fact that a lot of people actually thought that Santos won this fight is what they're talking about. Glorifying yourself and basically trying to say that you had no flaws and that you were actually tested but not to the point of breaking a breaking point is distasteful. The fact that she didn't give any roses to Santos pissed me off. Pissed me off. She doesn't even deserve a video. This is a bonus content after the WEILI and Joanna discussion. Because Valentina was just utterly ignorant. And for the fans to say, oh, people who are mad that Valentina won, they're just spiteful and arrogant and don't know what a champion is. No, that's not what we are. It's the way she handled it after the fight. It would have been better if it came out of her mouth saying Santos did her best. She was courageous. She was extremely difficult, but I overcame her. I didn't realize that Santos was that good of a competitor, etc. Even if it sounds like you downplayed her, but then even if it sounded like you even underestimated her, and she basically corrected you by coming out and doing so well in the fight, would have made you look so much better. But no, all you did was say, well, I had an injury. Oh, I think she waited more. The ridiculous theory to say that she probably ate something or whatever and came in heavier than she actually was after the waiting. It's utterly ridiculous, Valentina. And I like Valentina. I like the bullet. But that was such a distasteful post-fight interview. And I'm not even going to put it on here because I don't want to get demonetized. That's why I didn't put no videos. I didn't put no pictures of the fight because UFC, for some reason, you get easily demonetized. But go watch the post-fight interview on Valentina. I might actually put it down in the description. Go look at it and be as distasteful as I was. All right, this is Black Shy Guy. Thank you for joining me. Big ups to WEILI. I really appreciate the love that I've been getting on this channel. And once again, thank you for sitting at my table. I'm Black Shy Guy. I'm out of here. Peace.